You have this month said that in a second stimulus package, you would support a second round of loans from the Paycheck Protection Program for businesses that already got them. Do you support the payroll tax cut that the president would like to see in the package?
Actually, I have talked to the president about this. I do have a frontline worker bill, which is for our essential workers, those that have been working through the pandemic. I took this idea to him and said, let's give a payroll tax holiday or an income tax holiday to those that have been working through the pandemic. And so he said, well, that is a good idea. And even Larry Kudlow and the vice president agreed that this is a good thing to do. So I am hopeful that my frontline worker bill will be part of that next package.
So you are not in favor of just a payroll tax cut for everybody? It has to be for certain people?
This is for those essential workers, and they have already been outlined. So those that really have been putting themselves on the line during COVID-19, it does cover a wide swath of the population, but it would be for those that are working during the pandemic, and it would allow them to keep their own tax dollars, just keep them in their pockets.
Iowa this week saw even more people than the week before file for unemployment claims for the very first time. Would you support continuing the additional bump in unemployment benefits, including that in the next round of stimulus?
Well, looking at the next round of COVID-19 recovery, we'll have to take many things into consideration. So the things that I'm focusing on are very much child care centered, because as a mom, I understand the difficulties. If you don't have good child care, you can't go back to work. So looking at various barriers, what is keeping a mom or a dad from going back to work? We have many employers that are trying to reopen their businesses, and they're having a hard time getting workers back in. So if we can eliminate some of those barriers and make sure that we can safely and sensibly get people back to work, the unemployment additional bonus won't be such an issue. However, we will need to address needs of those that are still unemployed. But I think that is part of that discussion. We want to make sure we're having that discussion.